Ishuboy Gunnar in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to start my video with a very sad news, ladies and gentlemen. Former PSG youth player Jordan Diakise has died at the age of 24. So he was a right back, and the reason of his death is not yet known. If I come to know about it, I'll definitely let you guys know about the reason of his death. But if you guys can pray for him, that would be really, really immense, because I think the fact that this has happened is really, really frustrating. Moving on, Arsenal are chasing Ajax star Nicolas Tagliafico in a £20 million deal as Mikel Arteta searches for a new left back. Well, Arsenal have had fans believing that club legend Santi Cazorla is on his way back to the Emirates. Taking to Twitter, Arsenal uploaded a snap of the Spaniard standing on the pitch wearing the full kit, and they actually captioned it saying, "Santi, that's it. That's the tweet." Well, moving on. Well, talking about the other thing, Arsenal target Willian has reiterated that he is keen to stay at Chelsea for the rest of the season, even if that means playing in July and August. Well, that he has to, because let's see if there will be a month increase in the contract extension in the proposed transfer window that is about to open for a week, probably towards the end of June. Moving on, Gael Clichy has also described how the Gunners conceded 4 goals after being 4-0 up at Newcastle in 2011. He says, "This was typical Arsenal. We could go anywhere and play anyone off the park. Then all of a sudden we could crumble in just a few minutes. We were young, we had plenty of talent, but people were talking about what we were missing, and maybe that was a bit of experience. We were an amazing team, but we lacked character, if you want. Even with a lead of 3 goals, we could push the fans. You could feel the fans pushing, and after the second goal, I could feel that it was going to be difficult to win." And that is really hard, isn't it? Well, moving on. If Partey is going to sign, they're going to have to do some sort of creative deal with Atletico Madrid, because Arsenal are not going to be able to just drop £43.5 million off at La Liga headquarters and pay that release clause. Arsenal don't have that much amount of money. But Thomas Partey is a player that Arsenal absolutely want to sign. From the word we are getting, actually, the Thomas Partey is quite interested in a move to Arsenal. He has a release clause of £43.5 million. In years gone by, that probably wouldn't have been out of the realm of possibility. For Arsenal, right now it's difficult for them to do anything like that because of the situation that the club finds itself in. But then there's the Lacazette situation, a player Atletico Madrid like. A player Arsenal may well be willing to let go if they can get something done, especially if Aubameyang signs a new contract. So there's a possible way of exploring some sort of deal with Atletico. Well, I'm not saying it won't happen, but that's the sort of deal you'll see more of in the window. Well, Mikel Arteta has placed Thomas Partey as of the highest priority on the club's list of goals for the coming transfer window. But ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you guys something special, that the Gunners are back in training at London Colney. Arsenal have underlined what a different world it is practicing under the coronavirus lockdown. They have released a statement on their website stating, "Our first team squad is strictly abiding to the government protocols which were developed with club doctors, independent experts, players and managers. They will undergo regular testing for COVID-19 and must keep a safe 2-meter distance from each other at all times as they work outside. Only players and key staff are permitted at London Colney at this time. Our players must bring their own kits, boots and water bottles with them each day." Well, moving on. Chelsea and Arsenal are both tracking German teenager Can Kurz. The fullback has played this season for Borussia Mönchengladbach 2 in the country's 4th tier, but has yet to appear for the club's first team. Kurz, who is 18 years of age, who has played at German international youth level right through until the under-19s, mostly playing as an attacking right back, but can also operate on the left. Well, he is contracted with Gladbach until 2022 and would cost about £4 million. Well, he has also played 3 times for Turkey's under-17s and has attracted interest from Fenerbahce as well. Mikel Arteta will look again at signing World Cup star Domagoj Vida to shore up their defense. Well, the Gunners' shambolic defense has been an Achilles heel for 3 consecutive managers, including Mikel Arteta. But the required sum to sign the 31-year-old former Dynamo Kiev ace is just £6 million. Well, that is enough to get Domagoj Vida. He was quite impressive alongside Dejan Lovren in Croatia's march to the World Cup final 2 summers ago, and had been tipped for moves to one of Europe's big clubs, but he went to Besiktas in the end. Well, The government will today be asked for immediate research on whether the BAME players are at enhanced risk by the planned return to contact training. Well, let's see, because the players are quite fearful of the whole situation. Let's see how that will turn out for them. Ray Parla has revealed that Arsene Wenger told Pat Rice to stop having a go at Robert Pires because he would go into his shell. Parla said Arsene Wenger knew exactly the characters he could have a go at and the players he couldn't. I remember Pat Rice, we came in at halftime in one game and Robert wasn't playing well. And Pat went to have a shout at him. But Arsene Wenger said, no, shut up, Pat. Keep going, Robert. Keep getting the ball. Keep trying. You knew if you had a go at Robert, you might as well take him off because he wouldn't respond to that. Other players respond to people having a go at them. So as a manager, you really have to know the characters you can really have a go at and will respond to it. And Arsene Wenger had that. That's really huge, isn't it? Jose Antonio Reyes' heartbroken mother, Murray, has lost 60 while grieving 6ST while grieving for the ex-Arsenal star after his tragic death. She said, you can't even imagine the pain. My only way out is to go to the cemetery at 9 in the morning and home again. We didn't leave here at all. My wife had already lost 6ST and she hasn't stepped onto the street. I haven't even seen a football match. Well, this was actually Real Madrid winger's dad, Paco, saying. I'm sorry about that. But moving on, Jeremy Aladia has his doubts about Nicolas Pepe. He says, I saw he did what he did with Lille last season and he is an amazing player. So I'm not denying his talent. What I'm seeing though is the most expensive player in Arsenal's history. And even if you don't want to think about the money, the fact is that money is unfortunately a big thing in football. And when you spend that much money on a player, you expect more goals and you expect more assists. Well, if you guys believe whatever you heard, whatever you saw was quite value to you, please subscribe to the channel because when you do that, you get 2 videos about Arsenal every single day and that would be immense if you actually drop a subscribe. And most importantly, we are reaching 5,000 subscribers. So if you guys are interested in this channel, do hit the subscribe button and help the channel to grow. I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers and don't forget to subscribe.